Hello, I am Reverend Dr. Namches, a certified instructor of the Cisco Networking Academy. Now, in this video, I am going to show you the courses of the Cisco Networking Academy, the several courses that you can benefit from as a student, as a graduate, even as a worker, as an employed personnel in any organization. But first of all, who or what is Cisco? Cisco Systems USA. Cisco Systems USA or Cisco Academy is an ICT company, a leading ICT company in the USA. Is a global leading ICT company that produces networking equipment and render ICT training services. Cisco Academy USA has certified a lot and millions of students worldwide in ICT tech courses like cybersecurity, like data analytics, like machine learning, computer networking, and the rest. So I would implore you to sit back and relax and enjoy the tour of the Cisco Networking academic courses in this video. So quickly, I'm going to type the URL of the Cisco Networking Academy course, www.netacad.com, www.netacad.com, and then I will press enter. Here comes the Cisco Networking Academy. So right here at the top left, you see the logo of the Cisco Networking Academy. And now right here at the top right, you see the login. You can apply to teach, you can apply to be a partner, and you can apply to be a student, which is what I have come to expose you to. So on this place, I'm going to click login. I click login, and now I'm going to log in with my email address, or I can continue on Google. I will advise most students to register or sign up with their Google account. So this is my email address, nu.ezeonye@gmail.com. I'll click on login, and then my password is already saved. So I click on login, and here comes my dashboard. Here comes my dashboard, and these are my classes. I can swap to my learning, my classes, and my content. But I'll quickly try to show you something that is important. I'll click on this place to select organization and role. I'll quickly go to, this is Helen Cross Academy, but this is Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University COOU Academy. So I will quickly click to switch role. I want to switch role as the instructor, as an instructor. So I will quickly click switch. So this profile is an instructor profile. So I don't expect you to have this on your profile as a student. I can see this organization and roles because I'm an instructor. So this is Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University Academy profile. So there are no results found because I am yet to create a class. So the essence of this video is to show you the courses that you can study as a Cisco student. So, and also to teach you how to become a Cisco student. It doesn't matter the university where you are studying in the world. It doesn't matter if you're still a graduate or if you're still an undergraduate or if you have graduated. There are age limitations, 18 years and above. So as long as you're 18 years and above, you are qualified to become a Cisco student. So quickly, I will click on create. I'll click on create so that I can show you the courses that you can learn as a Cisco student. So I click on create and it quickly loads. Instructor led. Next. Remember, you won't find this in your profile because this is an instructor profile. So you'll see the first course, AI at work. This is a beginner course. This is a beginner course. You can also see it's a 6 hours course. You can also see a second course, C Advanced. This is programming with C. A lot of us may be conversant with programming with C. Programming with C, this is an intermediate course of 70 hours. And now this is C Essentials 1 is a beginner course of 40 hours. This is C Essentials 2 is an intermediate course. Now in this course we'll be seeing things like basic, intermediate and advanced. Basic courses may require like 20 hours. Intermediate courses may require like 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours, 70 hours and above. And then we also have advanced courses, but more often in this course you will be seeing mostly basic and intermediate courses. So we have C Essentials 1, we have C Essentials 2, then we have C and C Advanced. So we have C++. This is C++ Advanced is an intermediate course of 70 hours. This is C++ Essentials is a beginner course of 42 hours. Now this is C++2 and now this is CCNA Enterprising Networking. This is referred to as CCNA 3. It's not highlighted because the Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University Academy has lost an academy support, uh, lost academy support. So, but these should be clickable if they still have an academy support. You can see where they wrote ASC relationship required, but that's not much of an issue. And you have CCNA 1 and CCNA 2. CCNA 1 is Introduction to Networks. Believe me, if you can study Introduction to Networks, if you can study CCNA 2, which is switching, routing, and wireless, and then if you can study CCNA 3, which is the one above, enterprise networking security, believe me, you can work in any telecom company in the world. You can be a network technician in any company, any networking company abroad. And now this is computer hardware basics. It's a beginner course of 6 hours, and right under it you have create digital content and communications. It's a beginner course of 6 hours for virtual assistants, people who want to study virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is like a personal assistant, but on a virtual level. You can be in Nigeria and be a personal assistant of someone in the US. This course gives you a mind wide open on the things you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to learn courses like Trello, email management, scheduling of appointments using Calendly, and the rest. So this course is a mind wide open for virtual people who intend to become virtual assistants. So this is another course on creating compelling reports. And now this is CSS Essentials. This is a web design course. Is a beginner course of 30 hours. You can't learn how to design a website if you don't know CSS essentials. CSS, HTML, and CSS is for web design. So this is a web design course, CSS essentials, that you must know. It is compulsory for you to know CSS in order to be a web designer. And now below the CSS essentials is another 16 hours course, a beginner course, is a cyber threat management. And now we have the cyber ops associate, the cyber security essentials, a beginner course of 70 hours. You have data analytics essentials of 30 hours. And you also have data analytics. In this data analytics course, you a 30 hours course, you will learn how to do storytelling. You will learn how to analyze data. You will learn how to analyze data using Tableau, using Excel, and using MySQL. So this is a very hot course globally. There are a lot of data analysts all over the world. So this platform helps you to learn how to analyze data using Tableau, or using MySQL, and using Excel. So you also learn data science essentials with Python. This is machine learning. It's an intermediate course of 40 hours. It helps you to learn machine learning. You learn supervised learning and non-supervised learning. You train models to be able to make predictions. This is artificial intelligence. This is a very nice course. I would implore you to consider it. So you have DevNet Associate, a 70-hour course, and is an intermediate course. So there are beginner courses that you can learn as a student. This is digital awareness, learn practical digital skills, and is a 6-hour beginner course. And then you have digital safety and security awareness, is a 6-hour course. You have discovering entrepreneurship, is a 20-hour course, and is a beginner course. And then you have endpoint security. Endpoint security is a beginner course for cyber security. Oh, this is a 3-hour course. Engaging stakeholders for success is also a beginner course, just a 3 hours course. And then you have English for IT. English for IT 1 is an intermediate course. Oh, it's an intermediate course, 50 hours. You have English for IT 2 is also an intermediate course of 50 hours. It's a very wonderful course. You wouldn't regret that you do that. And now here comes a course I like so much, ethical hacker. Ethical hacker, you learn how to be a hacker, but not a dangerous hacker. The word ethical means that you are approved. You help companies to intentionally hack their network in order to identify vulnerabilities. Yes, you're not hacking their network to steal from their network. They approve you, sign a contract with them to hack their network just for the purpose of identifying weaknesses in their network so that they can strengthen it. So you're not hacking their network to steal from their network. And you will learn there are different types of hackers, and then you will learn how to become an ethical hacker. It's a 70 hours course. We have exploring Internet of Things. Internet of Things. You will learn how things communicate. So when we talk about internet, we usually associate internet with people because it is people that make use of the internet. But now we're talking about Internet of Things, where things, not humans this time around, where things communicate with the internet. For example, your phone can communicate with your fridge in order to switch it off because it has reached the minimum temperature, and most of the things in your fridge are blocking up. So your phone can be able to communicate with your fridge. In Internet of Things, you will see concepts like sensors, actuators, and the rest. I don't need to go deep inside it, but I will advise maybe computer science students and some other students who want to do their final year projects to learn how to simulate Internet of Things using package tracer. Yes, you will see WIT. That WIT, if I roll over on it, you will see that it's talking about exploring Internet of Things with Cisco Packet Tracer. Cisco Packet Tracer is a simulation software that helps you to simulate a network, whether a human network or Internet of Things network. So you can use it for your final year projects. So you thank me later. And now below is a beginner course, and is a just 3 hours course, but you will learn a lot of things. So this is exploring networking with Cisco. This is a networking course. It's a beginner course. So exploring network with Cisco Packet Tracer. You also use Packet Tracer to design human networks, to design computer networks. Oh, sorry for saying human networks. For designing computer networks. So it's also a very interesting thing to learn. And now under the Cisco Academy, you have a 70-hour course, 70-hour course, Fundamentals to Linux. Mm, So this is Linux. You want to learn how to use the Linux. Is an intermediate course of 70 hours. Now, getting started with Packet Tracer is a 2-hour course. You learn how to navigate the Cisco Packet Tracer environment. And now this is also people who want to travel abroad. You want to be a support tech in your office. You can learn hardware and upgrade support. Wow, now here comes the HTML Essentials. HTML Essentials is a beginner course and a very important course of 3 hours. You cannot, just like I said before, you cannot learn how to design a website. You cannot be a web designer without HTML and CSS. We have already talked about CSS. So this is where you begin. This is the very first course, HTML Essentials. HTML means Hypertext Markup Language, a language for web pages. So currently we have HTML5, and this course teaches you HTML5. So I will advise you, every student, it doesn't matter your course. You can be a web designer even as a lawyer, can be a web designer even as a doctor. It doesn't matter. You just learn how to design websites. You can teach people how to design websites. And then right below it, you have Industrial Networking Essentials, still a networking course. Is an intermediate course, a very important course. I don't play with networking courses because I'm a CCNA, I'm a Cisco certified network associate. Networking is a real deal, believe me, trust me, because all your applications run on a network. You can't have mobile phones today if you don't have a network. So you learn how to or configure routers. You learn how to configure switches. Routers route your calls from one mast to another mast. Routers route your banking details from one bank office to another branch office. So you can really imagine what this world would be like if there are no networks. So networking is a very important course. And now right under it, we have the introduction to cybersecurity course, and then we also have the introduction to data science course. These two are introductory courses of 6 hours each. Introduction to cybersecurity, the basic things you need to know before you delve into cybersecurity proper. And now introduction to data science, the basic things you also need to know before you delve into machine learning, into data science, into chatbot, into generative AI and the rest. So right under them, we have introduction to greenhouse accounting for IT. Wow, this is for people in management sciences and for everybody. ICT does not have limitations, but I will advise you, if you're an accountancy student, if you're a management science student, you can go for introduction to greenhouse accounting for IT. Okay, this is introduction to IoT. IoT means Internet of Things and digital transformation. Oh, this is introduction to modern AI. Right below it is a beginner course of 6 hours. I will advise every student, because this helps you to understand some tools, some AI tools like Google Teachable Machine, like Gemini, some tools that helps you to quickly edit a short video, to edit text, speech to text recognition and the rest, image recognition. Uh, 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 just learn the course. It's a beginner course. It just requires you to study for 6 hours. Just apply to learn the course. And now we also have the IT customer support basics. It's a 4 hour beginner course. And then we also have this IT Essentials 7. It requires an accreditation, requires ASE support. It's an intermediate course of 70 hours. IT Essentials is a very, very important course. It's an intermediate course. It's not even a basic course. It's an intermediate course. And that is why it requires an academic support. It requires academic support. ASA means academic support center. So it requires an academic support for you to learn it. And now we have IT Essentials 8. It's also an intermediate course of 70 hours. Yeah. So we have IT support essentials, a beginner course, but a whooping 56 hours. A whooping 56 hours. And then you have JavaScript 40 hours, JavaScript 1 40 hours, and we have JavaScript 2 50 hours. JavaScript helps you to to it gives you it gives your website magical touch. Wow. It gives your website magical touch. So for you to be a very good web designer, you will first of all learn HTML, you will second of all learn CSS, and then you will learn JavaScript. You can't do without JavaScript. JavaScript gives the 21st century website a magic touch. The JavaScript 1 is a beginner course, while the JavaScript 2 is an intermediate course of 50 hours. So I will advise you don't just jump into JavaScript. No, you first of all have to learn HTML and CSS. So before you jump into JavaScript, you must have learned HTML and CSS. Okay, so right under it, you have a 20-hour beginner course. Oh, sorry for scrolling too fast. You have a 20 hours beginner course launching a business venture for management students. Oh, did I say management student for everybody? Engineering students these days, they have business. Engineers have businesses. A computer scientist, even doctors, even lawyers. So this is a course, it's a beginner course that introduces launching a business venture. Now this is a Linux one, or Linux. It's a very lovely course. Linux is an open source operating system that we learn in school. So if you want to learn Linux, it's a 70-hour course, Linux to Linux Essentials. So the three of them are intermediate courses of 70 hours each. Wow, that's a whole lot of information. That's a whole lot of skills. And now we have the beginner course, the learner unhashed. It's a beginner course of 8 hours. You have managing a business venture. Remember, the other one was launching a business venture. This one is how to manage a business venture. So ICT is not just for computer scientists and engineers. ICT is also for social scientists and management scientists. And now this is network addressing and basic troubleshooting. This is a network course. This is networking. Without networks, there are no life. Now this is network defense. This is a cybersecurity course. This is a cybersecurity course, network defense, and we have network security. This is also a network support and security. Both of them are for cybersecurity courses. Now, network security is a cybersecurity course, and it's an intermediate course. It's a very important course. It even requires academic support. And now, support and security is also a beginner cybersecurity course. Networking basics. Wow, I would advise everyone. You can't study computer science. If you study computer science, you don't know the basics of networking. You don't know how to assign IP addresses to your networks, IP addressing, IP version 4 and IP version 6, the OSI reference models, how to do basic configurations, how to connect, how to crimp a cable, your patch panels. You can see a cable, an RJ45 cable, and the classes of IP addresses, class A, B, C, D, E, and the rest. Then you are not a proud computer scientist. I'll simply say that I'm ashamed of you. And now below you have the networking devices and initial configuration course. It's a very important course. It's a very important course. It's a beginner course. It's 22 hours course. You learn how to do both in-band and out-of-band management of Cisco routers and switches. You find Cisco routers and switches in mast shelters. Mast shelters are those container-like bodies inside a mast. You know a telecommunication mast. Yes, inside the mast compound, you have a shelter that looks like a container body. And inside it, you have routers and switches. I want you to really understand routers and switches. So you learn how to configure these routers and switches that help to route our calls. That helps if you go to banks, you have a lot of routers and switches that routes your transfers. You make transfers from your phones and another person receives an alert. Yes, it routes your SMSs, route your bank transfers, route your calls and the rest. So this is another course, Networking Essentials, the 70-hour intermediate course that also requires academic support. It requires academic support. I'm not I'm not here to explain what academic support is. I just want you to understand that you, as a computer science and engineering, you need networking essentials. Believe me, you do that. And now you have operating system basics and operating system support. Both of them are beginner courses, average of 11 hours uh, for you to learn how to use the operating systems, Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, and the rest. Now, wow, this is a very important course. Python, Python Essentials 1 and Python Essentials 2. You learn how to program with Python. Python is the order of the day. Even your machine learning with Jupyter Notebook, it involves Python. We have several versions of Python. You learn how to write Python codes. Okay, I will advise every student to learn Python essentials. I will advise anyone who wants to upskill. You're tired of the job you do. You want to travel abroad, especially in the Western world where they don't joke with IT, and then you don't have skills. I'm sorry for you. You end up in the factory. You end up in the warehouse. So, but with a Python skill, Python programming skill, the sky is your starting point. And security and connectivity support is a beginner 10-hour course. Using computer and mobile devices is a 6 hours beginner course. And then you have college board AP career in NetAcad learning experience. And then you have few other courses. I think we are almost done. Industrial control systems, industrial cyber security. I think that's the last. Is a beginner course, a 25-hour beginner course. Okay, uh let's try to create one course for you to really understand. um okay, I love HTML, I love web design. Let me try to create a web design course. The class details, HTML essentials. HTML is the foundation of the web, used to structure and display contents of websites. and then next. So this instructor, that's me. You can see my picture, Nemeka as the instructor, and Nemeka Ushenna Ezonyi, and then I will click next. I have enabled WebEx. I have enabled WebEx for this class. WebEx is is an equivalent of Google Meet, is an equivalent of Microsoft Teams. It's just like Zoom, but WebEx is a very important tool. WebEx is the best. Trust me. And now WebEx was created by Cisco Networking Academy. I already have a video on how you can set up a WebEx account. Now, one advantage of the WebEx in the Cisco Academy, as long as we're having a class, the WebEx does not time out. As long as WebEx has been enabled, just like I enabled WebEx. So as long as I'm having a class, uh, my WebEx cannot time out because I'm a Cisco instructor. Yes, and I also enabled WebEx. WebEx is the only option you will find here. You won't find Microsoft Teams, you won't find Google Meet, you won't find Zoom. You can only find WebEx in the Cisco platform because WebEx was developed by Cisco Academy for their courses. Anyway, you can also download WebEx and use as an organization, but you have to pay for it. You have to go for the paid version. It also has the free versions, which normally times out. Maybe after 1 hour, it will time out normally, just like Microsoft Teams and Google Meet, the unpaid versions. So just like them, just like Google Meet, WebEx has the paid version and the free version. But as long as I enable WebEx on my trainings, I can teach for 5 hours for free because that's my heritage as a Cisco instructor. I don't need to pay for WebEx because I'm a certified instructor of the Cisco Academy. So with this, if I click next, I'll be ready to publish the course, which I wouldn't want to publish. I already have a HTML essentials class that is ongoing. I already have so many web design students. I have taught web design, HTML, and CSS for almost 15 years. Since 2010, I've been teaching HTML and CSS for different companies. So you also have the desktop view, you also have the mobile view. So I would implore you to take advantage of the Cisco Networking Academy. These are the things you learn in HTML. Wow, I would advise you to take advantage of the Cisco Networking Academy. Okay, I will cancel this because I don't need to create this class. I don't need to create this class. Okay, there are no classes in Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University. Is an active uh, Cisco Academy. So I will quickly go to the Hailing Cross Academy. I can go to this one. I can switch to this one. I there are classes on it. I will show you how the classes work. How the classes work. Uh, Preferably, I will have to make a new video where I will. Okay, this is HTML Essentials. This is networking basic class. That the HTML Essentials, I started it on June 14, 2025, and it's gonna last to June 9, 2026. Yes, so this is CSS Essentials for web design, and this is PUA Tech Vacation course. This is a machine learning course that I created. This is a CCNA 3, CCNA Enterprise. This is operating system basics course that I created. Okay, let me quickly click on the data science, the machine learning, and we see how I can view as a learner. Wow, so let me click view as a learner, and that will help you as a student to, that is how the course will appear to you as a student. I am no longer viewing as an instructor, I am now viewing as a student. Okay, this is data science essentials with Python, is a read only. I can exit learner's view and return back to instructor view. So this is how the course works. This is how the course works. This is chapter 1 to chapter 6, has 6 chapters. So this is the machine learning course. It helps you. You learn how to use pandas, matplotlib, and the rest. And now it has this kind of environment that helps you to run your codes, helps you to run your code. And so on the left hand side, you will see the contents there, just like the table of contents. This is for data cleaning. This is for data visualization using Python. This is data modeling, and this is data storytelling. And your final exam, you write your final exam, and then after writing your final exam, you do an end of course survey. Boom, congratulations. And so after you have gotten your certificate, I want you to understand that the Cisco certificate is not just an ordinary certificate. Cisco certificates are managed by Credly. There's a company called Credly that manages online certificates. So if you go to credly.com, I'll click enter. You go to credly.com. Okay, so this is Credly by Pearson. Unlock the power of your people. So I have a Credly account. The moment you finish your first Cisco certificate, you got your first Cisco certificate, you will automatically you will link it to Credly. You can see Cisco. Credly manages Cisco certificates. So Credly manages digital credentials. Skip the manual paperwork and automatically issue verified digital badges. Credly are for academies, ICT academies that doesn't give manual certificates. They give digital badges and digital certificates, and then recognize all kinds of achievements. So I'll quickly, just like as I was saying before, this is Cisco. Cisco gives digital badges and digital certificates that can be verified anywhere in the world. Now, I want you to look from left to right. I want you to see very important ICT companies. You can see SAP, you can see Scaled, Agile, you can see IBM. There are so many courses you can learn under IBM. There are courses you can learn under Credly. So I'll quickly log into my Credly account. So the moment you get your first certificate as a Cisco student, you will automatically have a Credly account. You can link it to Credly. So this is the login page, Credly by Pearson, and I will have to log in. You can see I will have to log in through Google. Continue as in Nemeka. That's my email, nu.ezoni@gmail.com. You can sign in as in Apple too. And this is my email. I log in through my Google account. So yeah, boom. Welcome, Nemeka Uchenna. Congratulations on your most recent bash. The last bash I had was HTML Essentials. Yes, I can make it a private bash, I can make it a public bash. But I'll quickly go to my dashboard. I'll quickly go to my dashboard. Okay, I'll quickly go to my profile. Okay, now you can see the certificates I have. I have an Academy 1 year of service. That's a Cisco badge that I was given in February 2025 that I have done well as a Cisco instructor. This is my badge for virtual assistant mind wide open course. This is my badge for my certificate for HTML Essentials, and this is my badge for instructor 1 year of service. I was given this far back 2013. That's 12 years ago. And now this is my 5 year of service, instructor year of service. I was given in 2023. And this is my introduction to cybersecurity badge and certificate. Now this is my networking essentials, networking devices and initial configuration. I got in 2024. And this is my networking basic certificate or badge that was issued to me in October 22, 2024. So when I say I have teaching skills, I have an evidence. I have an online evidence. When I say I can manage Cisco software. When I say I have this, I can facilitate, giving presentations, network protocols, and the rest. It's even up to 5 pages. I have online evidence. And then in my Credly account, I can send a transcript. I can send a digital transcript, not based on the courses I studied in the university, at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, or at Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University, not my PhD, not my master's in library science, not my master's in information technology, not my PhD in computer science or my ongoing PhD in library and information science, but my digital credentials. I can forward my digital academic transcript, my digital credentials, to an organization. Yes, I can do that. You can do that too. Join the Cisco Networking Academy, join the Cisco ICT Academy. You will not regret that you did. You can see I'm Nemeka Uchenezonye. I'm currently a system analyst, a principal system analyst at Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University. And now I'll quickly show you an account where my certificates are all reflected. Right there, you won't see a paper certificate. You won't see a certificate that I was issued at any ICT training center, anywhere in Oka, in Anambra, in Lagos, in Abuja. No, you will only see the ICT certificates that was issued by Cisco. So I would rather make a very comprehensive video of how to get employed and how to become a freelancer, on how these certificates will help you to get freelancing jobs, on how these certificates will help you. Of course, I won't forget to tell you that your Cisco certificates are linked to Indeed. Indeed is a platform where, just like LinkedIn, your Indeed is like LinkedIn. So your Cisco certificate, your Cisco skills automatically reflects in your LinkedIn. So I am so happy that we have had times to have a tour in the Cisco academic courses. So I would implore you to make hay while the sun shines. We are in a digital world. You can't succeed in this world without having the required tech skills. So these are the courses that I'm learning. These are the courses that I'm learning. These are the various courses. This is ethical hacker. This is data analytics essentials. And now this is junior cybersecurity analyst. Is a part of career path. So for you to become, you go to LinkedIn, you see jobs like junior cybersecurity expert. For you to become a junior cybersecurity expert, you have to go through this path. I don't know if, let me try. So you have to go through introduction to cybersecurity. I've completed it. You have to go through networking basics. I've completed it. You have to go through network devices and initial configurations. I've completed it. You have to go through endpoint security. I'm still on progress. You have to go through network defense. I have not started it. You have to go through cyber threat management. And then you have to go to junior cybersecurity analyst. And then you become certified, Cisco certified support technician. And then join Cisco Learning Network, the bridge between, and then you become a junior cybersecurity analyst. I believe you'll be seeing these offers in your LinkedIn account. You're looking for jobs, you see jobs like junior cybersecurity analyst. These are the courses you have to study for you to be a junior cybersecurity analyst. Then for you to be a senior cybersecurity analyst, you have to learn courses like ethical hacker. You have to learn courses like cyber ops, or the new Cisco cyber security analyst. So I am so glad that I am sensitizing you, giving you the right information. Now, this is data analytics essential course that helps you to organize data, to run data analytics, and the rest. So in this video, we have talked about the Cisco Networking Academy, Cisco Academy USA. And then we have also talked about the various courses that you will learn, how important the Cisco certificate is, and is a digital credential that is managed by Credly. And I've also shipped in that your Cisco certificate and your Cisco skills are linked with Indeed. Indeed is a great job hunting platform. There are so many freelancer websites that are linked to Credly where your Cisco certificate will automatically appear. So I would like you to, or implore you to, join the Cisco Learning Team today, and the sky is your starting point. Once again, I am Reverend Dr. Namches, a certified instructor of the Cisco Networking Academy. Thank you.